if you're not capable of seeing and understanding that I'm the Messiah by now, you're never going to be. You're just not going to accept it. You're just going to sit there and stand in your lie till you die. But the one thing that you got to understand, I tell people that I meet that are still struggling through this at the store, life's eternal and grace is infinite. Me and, was it Lorraine? I think, talked about it. Laura, gosh darn it. We talked about it. And I told her, that her head, I saw her and she had this beautiful head covering. It was pretty blue and it was pretty. Walked up and said, "That's very lovely." She said, "Thank you. I needed that." I was like, "I know you chose that to feel lovely, and it is. It looks very lovely. It brings out your eyes." We had a long talk. She has a daughter that works at White Sands and a son that was a Marine that got abused by the Marines because he, one of those code redders, he ain't strong enough to kill. He ain't one of us, right? And, like Guru said, it takes a real man to squash a fight more than it does to set one off, right? And stand up for the Lord's Prayer. If you can't stand up for the Lord's Prayer, ain't nobody really got a lick of use for your shit-faced fucking ass anyway, right? Just go fuck yourself off in the corner. Just go fuck everything that moves till your dick falls off and you die, right? And people, I can't believe this guy talks this way. Yeah, you can't believe I talk this way because you're a self-righteous, cowardly fucking hypocrite that won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. Okay? That's why you can't believe how I talk. Okay? And I can believe that you're a big enough chicken shit and a self-righteous bullshit artist to not stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. So I can believe that. So you don't want to participate in the Lord's in living the Lord's Prayer, and you don't want to be a part of the apocalypse, the restoration of the teaching of the apostles. You don't want to end Armageddon because you're waiting for a magic, self-righteous bullshit artist like you to come from the clouds and save you from your own ego, right? So I can't believe this guy talks this way. Well, then you just keep on not believing it. Okay, I'm not required to get self-righteous hypocrites to believe in what I'm doing. I'm just required to do it. Okay, Jesus didn't say, "Hey, kiss all their sorry fucking cowardly asses. I want their sorry little self-righteous asses helping everybody live in heaven." It's not tangible, right? You can't stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. You're going to make a magic Jesus in your head. That's the cowardly lion from the fucking Wizard of Oz that's going to save us all from the Wicked Witch of the West, right? Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have, right? All right. You got a brain, but how do you use that brain? You have a heart and it pumps blood to your brain, but you will accept fighting and fucking over money rather than stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. Okay. If you don't accept me as the Messiah, you're not ever going to dead. And nobody righteously gives a fuck because you're a lying, fucking selfish coward and you're of no use to protect children from yourself. Oh, yeah, that was a smirk. Okay? That's me when I smirk. When I smile, it's totally different. When I see people at the store and I see the little kid and the older person wanting to live the Lord's Prayer, is he really for real? Is this really true? Yes, I'm really for real, and it's really true. And I really adore you, and I love you eternally, the same way Jesus does. And they believe me. They're like, I believe him. Yeah. But if one of our last 3 presidents walked into that Walmart at Loman and said, I love you, and I will protect you with my very life from all the perverts in the world. The people that I talk to, the young men that are the managers there, looking at, you're not Earl. He's so full of shit. We trust him. We don't trust you. Well, we're gonna throw our hats in with this Lord's Prayer perfection, and we're gonna stop voting for you for money. Yeah, we decided last night it was a wise decision. Yeah, he's right. Of course, I'm right. I'm the Messiah. Everybody sees. So when I smile, it's sincere. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you, right? But when you're smirking, Only child molesting, mind raping, pervert murderers smirk with you. They get on C-SPAN, they get on Fox News, they get on the Kimmel Show, and they smirkity smirk away. We're making so much money. We making greenbacks for setbacks for the Lord's Prayer another day. We are the coolest, hippest, mind-raping, child molesting, murdering fuckers in the history of fuckingdom. Right? You're so cool. Oh my gosh, everybody wants to grow up to be like you. I want to talk about my dysfunctional sex life and get more money for it than a person could ever get. But money's not real. The Lord's Prayer is perfect. Shut up. I'm having fun. You're having fun. You call this fun? What do you think? You're Stanley Tucci there? Going to sell me some wine? Make a pensive look for the camera. You too, Nicole Kidman. Come on, Aquaman's mother. How much money does it take to fuck your brain into oblivion? Oh, awful lot, because they're still doing it. Okay. See, when I smile, it's sincere, right? This is not smirking. This is just like, can you believe these people? You better believe that they're still doing it. Okay. Can you believe I'm the Messiah? Can you believe the Lord's Prayer is perfect? Can you believe that I will stand for it and not waver? You know, all the stuff that happened before they took me to Sierra Vista to expose themselves to me, and then, you know, come on, where's Revelation? Going to give us Revelation? All that stuff is irrelevant. That was all a science project by a bunch of perverts that didn't tell me what the fuck was going on, right? It's not like being in a classroom where it's like, they're all going to try to, look what we've done, Joe Schmo show, right? So they didn't give me, they put all the advantage in their court and no advantage in mine at all, okay? They knew exactly what they were doing and exactly what they were trying to achieve and what their objective was. Okay. I was completely innocent and naive and had no idea what the fuck was going on. Right? Isn't Jesus perfect? He's so perfect. He set little Earl up so perfectly because he trusted me. He goes, this kid will do it. He'll do the right thing. He'll resist temptation. He won't go into the evil of temptation. He won't take advantage of people that are manipulated by perverts. He'll get in the situation. He'll assess it and go, this is wrong. No, I'm not going to drop Patrick off at the Thamers to babysit because it goes against her religious beliefs, and I'm not going to use her religious beliefs to be selfish. So I didn't do it. I could have had sex with two women at the same time. That it would have been really fun, yeah. But I didn't do it because I would not ask Mrs. Thamer to watch Patrick. And so Kimmy goes, you didn't want this to happen. It's like, not under these circumstances, no. Well, I'm going to slam the Air Force's dick in their own door. Slap their vaginas shut when they keep asking for money. You know me. That Lord's Prayer, it's perfect, and life's eternal, and grace is infinite, and I'm the grace's good shepherd. Hey, yeah, well, do. So they think, well, he cheated on the test. It's like there was no test. Just stand up for a Lord's Prayer. The moment they had Lim Allen ask me that at that Fry's Food and Drug, you know, what do we got to do to just live for Lord's Prayer? Oh, bro, Obama's a pragmatist, and it's not time to live the Lord's Prayer yet. I don't think I know. I'm a pragmatist. And the time to live the Lord's Prayer is now. It's never, you know. Tracy Chapman, she wants to be a pragmatist, but she sings songs for money and doesn't stand up for Lord's Prayer. So if not now, then when? A love declared for days to come is as good as none. She has no solutions. She has no answers. She might as well be Pope Leo, right? Come to my concert, you know. Stand up for Lord's Prayer, but buy my music first. You know, she's so poetic. She's such a, you know, world changer, such as, yeah, so is Joni Mitchell and Joan Baez. Okay, but stand up for a Lord's Prayer. But no one will buy my music. No one needs to buy your music. Selling music gets children raped to death from brothels all across the world. Let's run these prisons to the ground, shall we? Kilowatt, Luna. Okay, Billy Rose. Alrighty then. Put your lowriders down, turn them into a planter. All right. You're funny. I know when I smile, man, it's magic. And I understand that. And when I see other people's smiles because they're believing in the Lord's Prayer and want to live it, it's also magic. You might want to, that's, if we're going to say magic and we're going to use the word, that's magic, is the gratitude of a faithful lover sharing the gratitude of faithful love through a smile. That's magic. Has nothing to do with a bullshit artist with lots of bling and lots of money for rings and taking him out the game. He ain't magic. I'm magic. I have the smile of eternal faithful lover that protects everybody from selfish perverts. I wouldn't sodomize women to death because I'm competing with wilted Norman Chamberlain's ego. Right? Everybody knows how gorgeous Earl is. Yeah, okay. I am so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I'm going to win an Academy Award. I'm Antonio Banderas coaching Tom Hanks' hand. Philadelphia, Philadelphia, freedom, freedom, Philadelphia, freedom. Hey man, you might want to get your act together because there ain't gonna be no second, third, the fourth, the fifth, the seventh time. It won't last, but it's all right. When artificial goes actual, where are you gonna be? All on that day, okay? I don't defecate on no microphones. I'm for real. I can see the little tears in your eyes about to fall. You are wondering if I'm for real. You don't have to wonder. You know. Okay, I love you, all right? Okay, peace.